Welcome everyone to this live session, this live group session with Goddess Isis and the Isis Ka frequency. It's like an activation transmission. Now, I can already see some of your beautiful faces that you have experienced this sort of energy healing before. But we've got a lot of people that have registered on the replay from UK, Europe that are asleep right now and that haven't experienced this sort of frequency. So before I share a little bit about that, a bit about me. I'm actually an inner work mentor, healer, and coach. And everything I've done over the last 30 years has been to reconnect with self. And it's evolved over time. But it wasn't until I embarked in this Isis Ka practitioner priestess program course that everything that I had learned had anchored in. And finally, my mission was truly activated. And I tell you, the clarity, the flow, the abundance, my personal life, seriously, over the last 18 months has shifted. Like, I couldn't have, like, we talk about manifesting and creating and being the visionary and what we would like this earth to be like, right? So I had visions, but everything that I am here present and being, it's actually exceeding that. But not only that, things that I thought that I wouldn't do, I am doing. I was led by the masculine of myself. I've been a single parent with 3 kids for about 6 or 7 years. I've had previous marriages and you name it. I've gone to the Salvation Army asking for food for my family, to having all the things, my own businesses. But when I embarked on social media marketing, and then it led me to Alex Tripod, it led me to Athena when we were in a mastermind together, that's when my life changed and I realized that I had been playing small for so long. So part of my mission with these frequency sessions is also awareness that a lot of people are drawn to these that are healers, because we all are, from my belief system, is that abundance needs to be in unity, in the flow. Because a lot of us beautiful healers, which I stepped away from the healing space for about 8 years, being a Reiki master teacher, a psychic, a channel, just because the flow of the wealth frequency seemed to be blocked. And I thought, well, healers don't make money. I'm going to be a social media marketer. I'm going to go into all the things because I've got a business mind. I've got to teach people. I've got to show them how to be their authentic selves. And I'm going to make the money so I can look after my family. I met my gorgeous husband through that space. And things started shifting because I realized that our purpose, our mission to help others raise their frequency and transition into the 5D transition into the 4D and above, that the abundance, whether it comes in money, whether it comes in a abundant barter system, whatever it is for you, when you feel that abundance and you know that you are so safe, regardless what is in your account, that you know that you are looked after, that you have this massive team around you supporting you, you can do and create whatever you like. And this is where I'm in this space now. And so today I am so grateful to be in this space, to be able to provide you with this frequency session. So afterwards, if you have any shares, you have any questions, you want clarity, you will have a chance to share and express, which is another part of this safe space that you are in today. So I'm going to share the screen and tell you what we're doing today. You can see I like public speaking as well. It's like part of my thing. It's I really thrive in this space. Now, so you can see this screen. I can only see Bernadette. So Bernadette, can you nod if you can see my screen? I'll get you to mute as well, beautiful. Today, and this can be a beautiful reminder for you guys, we're focusing on the ISISKA frequency transmission. As an ISISKA practitioner, there are two types of sessions that we do in service for humanity with Goddess Isis. And today we're doing the frequency transmission. Now, unlike a lot of healing sessions, oh, well, thanks, my husband's just hovering around in the background. You'll meet him in a moment. As a lot of energy healing, it focuses on our physical bodies. And you can have, a lot of physical healing. This isn't that, though our physical bodies are going to benefit in a positive way. This transmission, we're focusing on your 5D dimensional portals. So you're going to feel what it feels like in that frequency. You're going to be we're going to be looking at your 5D chakras and your deep connection to your soul. So I am the 3D vessel. I am honored to be Goddess Isis's 3D vessel. And if you get this replay, you can rewatch the frequency transmission. It's just going to be as potent because I'm setting it up for a group session, and it's just going to be so beautiful for where you're at right now, which is just so magical. So before we start, are you guys comfortable? Are you prepared? No distractions? Previously, I have done these sessions silent, which I find really, really potent, but I'm not so good. I'm good in a lot of things, but IT, what do you call it? The things with Zoom. I'm not technology. I'm still very novice. So I've got my husband here and he's set up so I can play music through Zoom so you can listen to the music, get into your space. Now, just before we start, I want you to know that this session is relaxing. I'm going to encourage you in a meditative state, and you're going to focus on your breath. Now, if stuff comes up in your mind, imagine your mind like a file of facts. That's what I do, because it's like, I don't know if you know human design, but I'm a manifesting generator. So I've got lots of projects going on at the same time, and my mind is already sorting something down the track, and I'm here, and I'm probably in a lot of you guys' future, and you know, my mind works like that. So when we go into our relaxation state, I look as my mind as a file of facts. And I go, okay, that's coming in. We'll just put it in that file, in that file. I'm going to focus back on my breath, and I'm going to focus on receiving. So whether that works for you, it really does help me with my active brain. But I want you to just, you might have already come today with some intentions. But regardless of your intentions, just being open to receive, not being hard on yourself, am I doing it right, is whatever's going on. And then I'm going to guide and ask Goddess Isis to come into the space. You're going to hear me talk. I am a natural channel, and I also do light language, so that might come in. And I'll also ask Goddess Isis at the end if there's something that the group, as well as the replay, is there something I need to share? I will be very interested to hear if anything comes up for you guys and you want to share it. And of course, if you don't feel comfortable, you can privately share it to me after the session. But if you have had this experience, you know you can experience anything from energies, heat. There's a lot of heat going on for me in the last 24 hours in lead up to this session. It might be cold, it might be shimmers, goosebumps. You might see photographs, visions, colours, or you just might be in a relaxation, a relaxed meditative state. And it doesn't matter because it's all perfect. And it just means that that is what you are going to receive today, because today's session is going to be around for a couple of weeks, okay, for integration. So before I start, do you have any questions? Did you, Helen, look at you beautiful faces, and Sandra, and I can see Carla's in a magical realm. Thanks, Emma. Okay. Let's get comfortable. Let's get comfortable. I can see Bernadette in her blanket. Or is it an hoodie?
Oh, the rug.
She's got it. Let me see if I can mute. So if you are watching this on the replay, you can choose to lay down, you can choose to sit, you can choose to stand. I'm standing at the moment, but I am going to sit. I do have a stool here. And I think it's quite powerful where I am. Can you see the copper pyramid in the back? It's so beautiful. And it's got in the middle a clear quartz singing pyramid. Is that right? That's all my gifted husbands. So, babe, will you come round and start this music? Everyone, this is my husband, Dean, my divine union.
Hi, everyone.
So he's going to set up the beautiful music and you can be getting comfortable. Now, while he's doing that, this transmission will last anywhere, I'm going to say 10 to 20 minutes, but who knows? I'll feel when the transmission slows and I will then guide you back. So all you need to be focusing is starting to relax your body and focusing on your breath. And once the music starts, I will see if you guys can hear it. Okay. Not so loud. I'll see. Can I get some nods? Can you hear the music? Thank you, Sandra. Thank you. Oh, that's fine. Yes, thank you. And then back to the screen. Oh, I'm so appreciative of you. Thank you. Love it. My everything. Okay, everyone. So you're all getting knowledge. I want you to start focusing on your breath by breathing in, holding for a few counts, and breathing out, letting go. Breathing in, can you hear my voice? Yeah, breathing in and breathing out. Goddess Isis, Divine Mother Isis, I call you forth now to please be present in this space with me and this beautiful divine group. Please, Goddess Isis, I ask you to clear any detrimental energies from myself and this space so I may conduct optimal healing. Goddess Isis, I ask you to open my channel so I may receive and transmit your Ka energy to this beautiful group and the beautiful beings that are watching the replay. I ask to connect with you. My beautiful beings. I self-ground my energy now. You can start coming back into this body of yours, into your space. You might need to shake, you might need to stretch, you might need to have a drink of water. Sure. Okay. I self-ground my energy. I love to say I self-ground my energy now, really to anchor this beautiful energy in my physical body, because I am fully like shimmering and tingling. I had tears. It was so if you haven't already, you can open your eyes and come back into this space. I would love to hear anyone that would like to express. If you do, unmute yourself. Yes, Carla, go for I'd love that. Thank you.
Hi, thank you for
Logan.
doing that and seeing you again twice in 1 week. Amazing.
I love it.
Yeah, it was, they took me on a journey. When we started, I don't know what pyramid it is. You know, the pyramid with the two, not the lions, but I think it's Anubis, the two lying down. They took me through a long corridor in the sand, and there was a door open in the pyramid itself. And all I heard was Ra, and there was light shining. And I don't know a lot about the Egyptian anything, so just bear with me. So there was light shining through the pyramid itself, right into the center of it, golden light. And I had to wait outside for a couple of minutes. And then there was a golden staff in the middle of the pyramid, with decorated with all these primary color jewels. So the deep colors, and then there were scarabs around them. And at that point I was invited in, and the scarabs all turned emerald colored, and they were going around in the circle, and they scattered everywhere in the pyramid, up the walls. They covered it till everything turned gold. And then they went back into their circle around that staff. And then Isis came down with her wings, and she did a blessing in there. Everything, there was white light that came through. Then Thor stepped in diagonally across from her, and there were two other figures. I have no idea who showed up. Like, they weren't really faceless, like they didn't have really faces or anything, but it was just, there was a knowing that there were two figures, but they were symbols that were brought in, but they didn't show what the symbols were. So then what they showed me was there was a square and a circle in a pyramid. And then they brought me out there, and then back down that path, walking out towards the two lying down Anubis statues. They had, you know how like a cross, I was right in the middle of a cross, but the cross was like, I just paused in the middle of that path, and there was a line of women in front of me, behind me, to the right of me, to the left of me. And no matter which way I turned, those women they were there. So some of it was ancestral, some of it was new, some of it was women that are all, I think, already alive, that had gathered, or their souls. It was like a oneness, like a unity. So basically telling me no matter which way I turned, the support and whatever would be there. And then all of a sudden, all these roses started falling down from the sky, and the women and everything disappeared. So I walked to the end of the path to go back out into the sand. And I was wearing a white dress, and I was adorned with a gold crown, and there was some kind of blessing or something. And then that was basically like my body also, before I left the pyramid, energy came in, but this time not like yesterday, it came from the root up. And then it was all swirling inside of me. And then it came right back down into my feet, into the earth, like everything was just illuminated in there. And before all this started, like, you should have seen the rage that was building up here before this call started. Oh my God, I thought it was going to break a wall, the level of clearing that was happening. So I don't know what all that means, but that's what happens.
I'm literally gobsmacked that you can have such detail and retain it as well, because everything happens, I know, super speed for you. And a lot of it's in alignment with what I was shown, which I want to share if anyone else wants to share first. So it's big stuff as well for you, Carla. You know that you're coming out of that cocoon at the moment. So stuff is rising, but this very, very much for all of you, not just yourself, was this unity that was landing. And I don't know, like you're sitting there and I'm rushing. I don't know if anyone else feels it, but the energy is really beautiful right now. So I want to say thank you. And when I share, you may resonate further with some clarity as well, Carla.
I just wanted to say one more thing. Before that cross started, I was gifted with, they pulled me off that table they put me on yesterday, the healing table, and that's where they brought me out there. And all I heard was, you're gifted with authority. So whatever that means, all I kept hearing was authority, authority, authority. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm done. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening.
I love it. And it's really good to express, like, we want to honor that in this space. And it really allows for that deeper integration. And there's stuff that you share, Carla, that's going to help others. So I thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Would anyone else like to express? Ellen? Yeah.
Yeah, I actually resonate with Carla in that I thought, for me, I've seen you twice this week also. It was part 2. For sure. It was like over the last few days, I remember we spoke about a distraction came up, right, for me. And over the last few days, I feel like I've been gaining clarity. It's been landing what that distraction is and in what way it is. And I feel like today I got full clarity on it. My crown started tingling, and I was just the gnosis just dropped in. And
so good.
My third eye completely opened. I started seeing violet sacred geometry. And then at one point, my light language I wasn't holding it in. So it gave me a completely new song. And then at one point, it took my hands to my womb, and the song that I was singing started to bring up vibrations. And I think I had another Kundalini rising. It's only happened to me 3 or 4 times before. So yeah, that was absolutely amazing and powerful, Sam. Thank you so much.
Thank you. My goodness, the alignment in what I was showing, it's just like I am heating up, because you're just what's occurring as well. And especially with the Kundalini rising, I will just share, because I want to make sure that I don't not share it because of what you said. A part of what I was shown with Goddess Isis was the serpents coming up from the ground, entwining up all of your bodies, which is the Kundalini, which is, they come up from your sacral, and it was coming up your legs. And that is a really powerful, especially for women with manifestation, and a lot of the energy sits and we bring it into our womb, and it gives us a new song. So this is what I was like feeling, and I started getting really emotional, and you started talking, and my eyes, like, I actually want to really cry, but not cry sad, like in gratitude of this whole experience. So I thank you so much
you.
for sharing. I will share more, but I love, 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 love. And know that if you are watching this and going, holy shit balls, I didn't get anything. I was just sitting there, just feeling relaxed. That is so perfect, because everyone bees in their own way of knowing, right? And that can come in all sorts of forms. You know, like I know people that don't feel anything, and then suddenly in their shower and they go, oh, I just had this epiphany. Oh, it's all forms. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Would anyone else like to express? We had two biggies there, so it's like however little that you may see it is, it's not. No? And that is fine. You can also I really want you guys to know, and watching the replay, that I am here for support. Like if you have experienced one of these sessions and things come up and you just want to express and you want clarity, and you just, you know, your mind's got in the way of putting that experience down a bit, please just message me on Instagram, email me. I truly want to support you through this process. So really in alignment with what Carla was expressing as well, it's very different when you do a group experience, because I know that I've had one-on-ones with all of you here, and a lot of those that are going to be watching this as well, and there's new people as well. But it is very different from a one-on-one session. But what I was shown was quite potent and powerful to experience being where I was in it, you know. So it started off with seeing pockets of light everywhere on this earth. It was like people that are starting to pop, if you like, and starting to understand that the path that they're walking is getting really confusing. And they were like, the light was sort of popping, which was a signal to now come together, because we're all one. We are the universe. We are the creators. We are everything. And I know you really understand that this external world, the programs, the negative conditioning, just distracts us and keeps us playing small, from especially reconnecting with our heart and our gift zones. So when I got shown these pockets of light and bringing you all together, and Goddess Isis brought you guys up to her, it was like, it was a healing chamber, but it was part of her temple, and it was a part that I hadn't actually seen before. So as Carla shared, with a pyramid, there was, even though it wasn't, I didn't see us go into a pyramid, it had that form. And everyone was gathered around in a circle with light coming up from their feet. But as it went on, it was like very much and I say sisterhood, but it was like priestess and priest. It wasn't just women. It was the unifying. And I could see you all being lit up. And then there was this experience of the serpent that I shared, that came up from the ground, bringing and entwining up your spine and your central channel into your pineal gland, and then trickling it down. There was the activation for the females in their womb, because for those that are new to this, our wombs are our dormant portals. And when I say dormant, because we've got distracted, we create life. It is a creation space. We curse it every month, some of us. And we really, like, shedding every month can be more on the negative than positive for collective, not us all. So it was very much bringing that space in so the creation can be formed again and healed. Once we went through that, these blue lotus flowers, and if you don't know what a blue lotus is, that is okay. Go and Google it, and they are magical and something Goddess Isis works with. I work with the plant medicine myself. Blue lotus tea is phenomenal when you have the intention to bring in blue lotus spirit plant and ask the intentions. I highly recommend you can do that, and get a pure blue lotus tincture. If you want more information, let me know. And you all got into a pod, and it was like it closed up in a beautiful pod. There was blue energy, gold, the ankh. You all know my ankh, spinning around, and it was just amazing to watch. Okay, so that was huge for me to see. And then suddenly the connection with the collective grew. And that's where my emotion came in. Like I could just like even, you know, when you watch a movie, and I don't know if you're an emotional being like myself. I mean, I can watch in the day ads of a newborn baby and I feel like cute little kids. I'm gonna cry. But it was like I could see this all, and I'm like, like, oh my God, I'm starting to feel it now, like the heart activation space. It was truly so beautiful to really see the anchoring and the unity and the heart. And when I was asking Goddess Isis, like, what do I need to share? It was, she wanted to give me more detail of what was going on. And also she knows that you guys are all working with her and having that intention to call her in. But it was just the biggest reminder that everything that is occurring in your life that you perceive as lack, let it go and go back into your heart, because you are the creator. Your womb space, your womb portal is healing for females, and those that are males that are watching it, you are getting the activation from Mother Earth. And I could feel the ankh coming in, and this is where Carla was sharing this feeling, which was when you were in the Blue Lotus pod, was the ankh coming in, the central, bring it all together from the heart. Because the divine feminine in all of you needs to rise further to lead. It will give you more clarity. It will give you more abundance. It will give you the solutions, the new song, the new downloads. And it's like, it's already happening. So it was truly magical experience. And yeah, like how did that land for everyone? It's a lot of stuff. Yeah. Does anyone else feel like expressing after what I've just shared?
I can share a little bit more. I can go more vulnerable, like, yeah. So big time for me, it was that distraction that I was talking about before. That was a divine masculine. And so in that, I've been releasing it, and I've come to a place of complete peace, especially today. I had a 4-hour conversation with this person, and it's just come to a place of I'm ready to let go. And this was only 20 minutes before this session. I was guided this morning also. I love that you mentioned the Blue Lotus, because I don't always put the tincture in my cacao, but this morning my cacao ritual had its Blue Lotus. And yeah, it's just all you're speaking to, like, just confirmation for me, because also my period's late 2 weeks, and I know that I had nothing to worry about, but it's come today. It's start with the sacral activation. So it's just all confirmation. And actually, I will say that after our session the other day where I was, you recommended to me, call her in more often. She wants to work with you more. My intention today was I surrender to that, and I want to be a channel for you to work through. And she gave me more clarity also towards the business that I'm building right now. So yeah, it's just absolute confirmation to what you're speaking, and just so grateful, Sam. So grateful. I love the sessions with you.
That is so beautiful. I thank you for expressing all of that, and it's just solidifying, you know, it's just, it really is, yeah, like it's some of the stuff that we all experience. I'm not sure who I was saying it to. It's like the English vocabulary needs to extend because, you know, phenomenal, amazing, magnificent. It's like, doesn't
Divine.
cut it. It's like, and, you know, for those that are newer to this sort of healing, I want to welcome you to this space where clarity comes through, where we honor our frustration, our anger, our tears, because we don't want to suppress it anymore. It's time to release. It's time to surrender. And so we can create more, because once we express, there's room for more energy. And when we have more energy, we have more clarity, and we have more courage to walk through this planet at this time. And really, if we all had clarity, we all knew that we felt safe every moment. Imagine what your life and what you would create as a result. So striving towards that self-care, that self-love, that heart space is really all of our superpowers. Now, before I let you beautiful beings go, I'm going to share a second slide with the second sessions that I do, so you understand video file, and I'm not going to, because my husband has done something different. I'm not going to share it. He's gone to work now. He is his own being with work. It's Saturday here, so he's got to go off and do something. But the second lot of sessions that I do, and ISIS Ka practitioners do, is activating your 16 levels, your Ka body, their portals. Now, some of you have already had those activations and charged them up. By doing this, it's like, if I've got, no, I haven't got this. We've got, like, say we've got a portal that starts here, a channel that goes down to our sacral. There's crossovers, there's 14 and 15 go round under here and there. The portals that once they're activated, they're your Ka bodies. Everyone has them. We all have a template behind our crown that has got holographics on it and the Eye of Horus protecting it. So what I do is I unlock and remove Eye of Horus template, and then we go through the 16 levels in your time, in your space. I do have a 5-month program, but because it takes that long, 4 to 5 months, or you can choose level 1, which is soul identity, level 2 is soul purpose, and like I've said to others, you can jump to level 12, which is soul gifts. Gosh, thank you. I'm remembering the levels. There's divine consciousness, but when we do it, it's not like, oh, I'm going to be one of the Avengers and or I'm going to climb walls like Spider-Man, and, you know, all the gifts. So it could be, you know, whatever your gift zone are, but it's remembrance, because like sharing before, we walk this path on this earth, and a lot of us are just really anchoring in who we are, because from the time that we were born on this planet with the parents that we chose, we have been conditioned and negatively programmed, and it's taken us a process to get to where we are now. And I tell you, we're all just the tip of the iceberg, that there's so much more layers to go through. So having these levels activated and going through that journey the way you are now, once you finish, things, a lot occurs and onwards. Okay, so that's the second what we do. So thank you. Do you have any more questions or shares before we depart for now, and until we meet in the etheric realms or in the physical or in the interwebs.
Just thank you again, Sam.
Thank you. Thank you. Are you trying to
Thank you,
unmute?
Sam. It was
Bernadette?
awesome.
Thanks, Bernadette. Thank you for being here. I know for her, it's like it was like 6 a.m. for you to
I
be.
set my alarm for 5:30, and then I fell back asleep. I woke up at like 3 minutes to, and I was like, ah! And then my laptop wouldn't work, so I'm on my phone. I'm still here.
And you made it. That is
Yeah.
divine. So,
Yeah.
and at what time is it there?
With 6 or I don't know what time it is now. 6
Yeah, it's
something.
early. And I think you're in Spain, Belen. So I keep wanting to call you Des and then Belen. So what time is it there?
It's 1:01
PM.
That's a good
a.m.
AM?
1:01 a.m.
Oh my gosh. Let's all just go, wow. Thank you. That is phenomenal. And I know Sandra's in Melbourne. Yes, so she's on the same time zone as me, and Carla is in, it'd be afternoon in your neck of the woods, afternoon, evening. So anyway, I would like to say thank you to each and every one of you for being here today. It has been such a beautiful experience. I know the rest of my day I'm just in such deep gratitude. As I said, can I download new vocabulary to express the words that I feel, and then the world understands them and starts utilizing them, because it's beyond phenomenal. Okay, so thank you. And also just a reminder, because we are working with higher frequencies, honor your body. If you've got more energy and you're creative and you feel like doing all the things, honor your body. If you feel like sleeping, restoring your body and taking it easier, please just listen to your physical body. Drink lots of water and observe the next couple of weeks. So it's all happening right now, and know that I'm here as much or as little as you need for support. So thank you, everyone. Blessings. Until the next time.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye.